I've got a few more fan questions.
Yeah.
Uh, Peabody Black said, Axton, what made you get into music in the first place?
Ooh, oh boy. My parents, I'm sure when I was still in the womb, because my mother has a picture of me sitting, she's sitting pregnant with me. Um, Connoisseurs, music connoisseurs. My
Mm.
parents, from Sergio Mendes, Brazil 66 to,
Wow.
oh yeah, they don't play. My parents are connoisseurs. My father passed on, but anytime I hear his music, I'm like, Dad, hey, Dad, hi, because I know he's around somewhere. Like the Beatles, like he brought in a lot of the rock and roll, but they both loved R&B, of course. Um, and when my dad passed away, we were going through his album collection, and my mother's handwriting is very unique, right? It's beautiful to this day. So I was like, Mom, I was showing her my dad's albums. I'm like, and it was the Eagles. One was the Eagles album, and one was Blood, Sweat, and Tears. I was like, Ma, is this your handwriting on Dad's album? She's like, oh my God. She said, Dawn, that album has to be 1968.
Mm.
And she wrote his, because my mother writes her name, everybody's names on everything. She was always doing. So she wrote Johnny, John Robinson. That's what it says. John Robinson. That's my dad's name. So she said, yes, I wrote that on this album when he first bought it. I wrote his name as if he didn't know it was his album. Like, Mom, why do you have to write? So when we would go to camp, just real quick off the subject, but when we would go to camp, my mother would write our name on the inside of our t-shirts and our panties, and you know what I mean. It's like, yeah. So and she would always do that, so that our sleeping bags, you know what I
Mm,
mean. Our
good.
socks, she didn't do that with our socks, but everything else, she wrote our names on the. So she wrote his name all over those albums, and to this day, so they were together when Blood, Sweat, and Tears was out. And my mom was like, yeah, that album played in the house constantly. That's
Mm.
my parents are amazing with music. And that is where I got it from. So my father, I think I was in the car with my dad. I'm sorry, I think I was 2 years old because I was with my dad. And he said I was two. And at the time, the Beatles had a song called Michel My Belle. And Michel My Belle is a lot of it is in French. And he
Mm.
said he was listening to me and he's looking at me in the passenger seat. Now, at that time, there were no seatbelts, but he was listening. He was listening to me, and he had a car, his Volkswagen. If you went too fast on the corners, the door would fly open. The latch wouldn't stay closed, and there was no seatbelt. So you can imagine how my mom was like, "Do not take her out of this house." Well, we were going, I guess, going to the store or something. He could hear me harmonizing with Michel My Belle and singing with him. And like I said, a lot of it is French. So, sont des mots qui vont très bien ensemble, très bien ensemble. And I'm singing that with my dad, like, yeah. And so he came in the house and was like, Barbara Jean, Dawn can sing. And she's like, Johnny, we're teaching her how to talk. And you telling me that she can sing? And so he put on that song in the house and I sang it right there in front of her. And she's like, oh my. So I don't think that was how they discovered I had talent per se, but anything that came on, they would listen to me sing, and they're like, "Oh my gosh, she does have an ear for harmony." And ooh, they didn't know the real terms because they're not, you know, like music teachers, but they knew I was doing something, and they know harmony, so they knew that. So that's how I got into it. I love music. I can listen. If we didn't have food, but we had music, I would have been
It
okay.
could be okay.
Music is life.
Yeah, it is. His music is the fruit of love. Play
Oh,
on.
it is. It is. There was something the other day that someone actually yesterday or the night before they posted something and there's a store, a music store, and I wonder I keep saying I think it's in London because it's so cold, but it might be in New York. And they play live music and the door the it looks like the whole wall is open and anybody could just walk in. So there's no real door. It's like the whole wall opens up
Yeah.
and people can walk in on either side of the rows of music of the albums. And they have vinyl. I think it's called
Oh,
vinyl something vinyl.
yeah, it's in Paris. It's in France. It's in France.
It's in
Yes.
France.
Yes,
They
yes,
had
yes.
all these people were dancing to like Sly and the Family Stone, and they were white people too. And I'm like,
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
what music does. Music is
yeah.
universal. It has no color. And
Yeah.
so I was like, yes, let's celebrate this man and his greatness. You know what I mean? And the
Mm.
people were, it was an old white man that was singing along to it and knew the words. And I was like,
Yeah, yeah, it
yes,
says in
that,
Paris. Yeah, that's about the records in
I
Paris.
said,
Yeah.
that makes me feel, and I said, that makes me feel so happy. And they've been, what do you call it on Instagram?
Yeah,
When they
reposting
keep,
it.
people keep liking that. Yeah. What I said
Yeah.
about, because it was so joyful. You can see that he was happy and singing along as he was going through the crates of
Yeah.
albums. But music is,
And it's a
yeah,
very
that's
universal
how I got
language.
into it, though.
Okay. Now his other
Mm-hmm.
question was,
Sure.
what's the biggest challenge you face in and out of music, period?
The biggest challenge of what? Of
Yeah,
face
what that you
of it.
faced, whether it's music or outside of music.
Oh boy. Um, the biggest challenge, I think, was being forced out of the group. That was
Okay.
like, what am I going to do now? It
Yeah.
was my biggest challenge. I haven't had any health problems, thank God. I'm healthy
Mm.
and mind and body. Thank you, God. Some people would say otherwise. Oh, she's crazy. Okay. Yeah, I'm crazy, but you keep coming on my page to say that I'm crazy. Like, who does that? If I see a crazy person walking down the street, I don't tap on the shoulder and say, "Sir, you're crazy." I just don't deal with them. Yeah, it's like, what is, so it's just enemies trying to make me feel bad. And I'm like, I'm not having it. I
Yeah.
keep laughing them off my channel, but you come on my channel to tell me I'm crazy. But yeah, that was my biggest challenge, was trying to figure out my life after En Vogue.
Hey guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for being a part of Halftime Chat. Please remember to subscribe, share, and comment. But most importantly, why don't you become a member of Halftime Chat? We've got amazing videos, amazing perks, and being able to support the channel. But anyway, thanks for watching. Take care.
I never participated in that category.
And somewhere in between.
Us for even loving us, on which I didn't miss you with.
What was it like growing up?
She's still making an impact on 4 houses down.
I have a couple of pieces.
Trying to get this one and that one.
That works for you, but just for me,
No. Okay, you okay.
They don't understand what Jonas Boys and men and all spirits.
Play it.
I mean, I love all different genres.